Wowza!
He's there you go.
Oh, this light is beautiful.
So you guys are already married?
Aww.
Can we? Of course we can.
You're gonna get real comfortable with us.
I did, but then.
Sucking her.
He is on it. Tail shot. He made. Wow, wow.
And what is your name, sir? Yeah.
There's an edit. Yeah, the light is beautiful that way. Yeah, I think that's fair. We'll punish it.
Now I'm ready.
Oh, it's, I love
Daily home.
No, someone.
That we will be having.
But let's keep it. It's not matching. I'm going to put the yellow one. Yeah. It just looks like this, right?
Good morning, everybody.
You can come in.
All right.
And then, products
Beautiful. Just a couple more.
yeah, yes.
Oh, there you go. The detail. Couple more. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Good health.谢谢，谢谢婆婆。Good health.
All the best.
Thank you, Papa.
For my parents. It's on the chair, Lolo.
Good.
And then photo.
Bright and appropriate. Perfect. Give me all the best.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you. All the best. Happy
They say this.
On the top.
Whatever you have to say.
Thank you, Kaya.
Very sweet. Wishing you all the best in your married life. May God bless you. Thank you. You're happy together.
Lúc hấp đại thôi. Lúc hấp đại thôi.
OK，子女去敬茶，已经敬茶。金龟满堂。
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
cheese next. Okay, take a picture. Okay, do it.
Thank you.
拜拜嘅咪用碟黃山。And then take a picture.
Hang back, Meech. Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wishing you all the best. Happy marriage.
Thank you. In the middle? Or?
兩個表哥表弟妹飲茶，第三到咯。
Thanks, Dominic. Very good.
相敬相愛就所謂嘅。
係啊。
That's a good one.
Alright. You don't get to. What? That's for Robin.
To Francis and Wang. Wishing you
Thank you, Rob.
No. Wishing Robin 早日成婚。
早日成婚。
Nope.
Get married soon. Okay, God sister to God you.
Hey, Doug.
Officially your new future.
Wow, how many Grayson thousand
Yes,
drinks?
man.
條柱咩？
叫招咩度？紅包啊！
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah, that's nice. We should probably get a portrait of you and Wang. And then come forward. Oh yeah, for Wang. That's not it. We've just lit it. Gorgeous. Awesome. Beautiful. Perfect. And then this way. Perfect. I'm looking at each other for a second. Oh yeah. Oh, that was funny. And then both look back here again. Perfect. Very nice.
Yeah.
And 5 years. Are we all done?
Vincent's downstairs, I believe.
It's so much better than the other side.
Because I feel I couldn't hang it up.
Do it.
Hence why it's so casual, probably. Yeah,
It's
I know.
not
That's
quite.
usually how it goes.
I have to convince Danny. I'm like, can I have 3 things?
Yeah, also, I am so
Whatever feels comfortable.
Yeah, but we are. I'm sorry. You can take as
I
many.
mean, you can look at the camera if you want.
Yeah, just put it that.
Smile.
Blue steel.
The Zealand generation, I think that's we're a bit ahead of their time.
Exactly. I like
I'm just impressed that you.
the shoehorn. What a classy guy.
Very tight. That's why.
Wish I had a shoehorn. It's like it was designed for shoes. Readjusting it a little bit. Beautiful light there. Looks good.
Get ready to get nice and in tight.
That's cool.
No, just a gift.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
This kind of
definitely gave her a happy.
mothers of the.
Oh no.
I know.
Oh my god. You did that. Oh my god.
I feel better looking.
Look at this teamwork. Good even. Very nice. Cool.
Careful, all good, sir.
Well done, guys.
Water and glove. There we go.
Beautiful. Food near time. Fantastic. Oh, that's fair. As I steal your spot. Beautiful, guys. They won't do it. They won't do it. They did it.
Oh, I love that. I like watching my light and seeing if everybody does what I ask. Hide the request.
For the second time. Yes. Yowza.
And then look at me while you're doing it up. And smile there. It feels awkward, but I was waiting.
But not that
Let's do it.
I want you in the. I want you to look a little bit towards the window. Beautiful. But again, you're gonna want to face towards the light just a little bit. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Really do.
like literally you're like a boy person.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it.
Okay, done.
Beautiful. That's
So we're doing
Angle towards. Step up for a second.
it is. Completes the dress.
Now angle yourself up towards your flowers. Yeah. That's really pretty. The window again. And I want you to kind of pretend like you're opening the.
For me. That's beautiful.
That was really good. She's like, you guys, when you're
Good.
okay. Yeah, perfect. And looking right. Let's put that veil in. So
Let's
I'll
do it.
Yes. Can you not? Oh, that window a little more. You can look out the window. It's okay. It's just a. Just giving. I want to see his face. Yes. I want you.
So sweet.
Perfect. That's
Just for your dad.
Oh, God.
So sweet.
Hunts?
I don't know.
You did? Wait.
Well, I'll message her. I don't know if she maybe buys it would be nice to
Who's this Hollywood man?
I'm ashamed to say that, but, so many. It is.
I just never shoot them.
Things are happening.
All right. Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Whistler. My name's Jeremy, and welcome to beautiful Fairmont. And today we are. I have the good privilege of helping Wang and Francis tie the knot. Today we're gonna have some fun with that. Yeah. I feel that's some good energy. We're gonna get wild with this, right? All right. Just a couple of housekeeping items for you before we get going. If you are planning to take photos with your phones or cameras, please just be discreet with that. It does help our photo and video team along the way. As well, I'm going to be asking all of you a question midway through the ceremony. When I ask you that question, you can respond by cheering and clapping and just generally getting rowdy for these guys. Can you do that? Yeah. All right. So then, on behalf of Wang and Francis, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to each of you here today, and thank you for showing your love, your support, and your commitment to their new life together. Let's begin.
Good on my wife.
No combination of words I can put on the back of a postcard. No song I can sing, but I can copy your heart. Our dreams are made out of real things. I took art photographs, recipient tone loving. Love is the answer, leads for most of the questions in my heart. Why are we here, where we go, and how come it's so hard? It's not always easy, sometimes I'm oh, it's always better when we're together. Look at the stars and we're together. It's always better when we're together. Oh, it's always better.
Will the congregant please rise?
Oh, it's always better when we're together. We're somewhere in between together. Oh, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together. Oh, it's always better when we're together. Look at the stars and we're together. Oh, it's always better when we're together. that's where we get. Oh, it's always better when we're together.
And who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Good. Give your daughter a hug and kiss. You better shake his hand too.
Okay.
You may be seated. Today is a day where we've broken out of the normal routines and the normal patterns, the normal rhythms of life, to come here and to celebrate your love story. And so today we're gathered to celebrate the marriage of Wang Hofeng and Francis Lau. What we're celebrating today is something beautiful. It's about your two lives coming together as one. It's about beauty, it's about joy, it's about laughter, it's about all of these things that really spring to life because your two lives have come together. And before we begin today, I'd like to start with a word of prayer. And so would you please bow your heads in prayer with me? Lord God Almighty, creator of the heavens and the earth, thank you for the gift of marriage and for all the joy and love it brings. We thank you for Wang and for Francis. Thank you that you have brought them together for this special day and that you hold them safely in your hands. We pray that you would richly bless them as they exchange their wedding vows and their wedding rings, and that from this day forward they would walk hand in hand into everything you have destined them. We thank you for your presence with us now, and that your Spirit would guide and direct this day and the days to come. Amen. Now today is a great celebration, isn't it? I think it's a bit of a long time coming, and here we are. And it's one of those milestones, one of those markers that you will look forward to, you'll look back at over the rest of your life. Yet the real act of your marriage, not found just here and now in this moment, struggling with the veil and all of your friends and family here, but really all of the moments that have brought you here today. And I love how love stories work, right? It's always two strangers at the beginning, sometimes kind of awkward at first, but you have to start somewhere, right? When you saw this woman and thought, wow, right? I have to get to know this girl. And you took her on some dates, and you started to see her, and you started to hear her, and you saw her heart, and you heard the things deep inside of her. And Francis, maybe you felt seen, you felt heard really for the first time. And there's just something about this man. He just unlocked something for you, right? And you saw this man and thought, okay, let's give him a chance. Let's see what happens. And the same thing, you started to see his dreams, his passions, the things that inspire him. And you were like, wow, she sees that too. Wow, that's amazing. And though you started out as strangers, are now the most important people in each other's lives. And that really is a remarkable process that two people can share. St. Paul the Apostle described love this way: love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, love does not boast, and love is not proud. Love is not rude, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, and love keeps no records of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. Love always protects. Love always trusts. It is never without hope, and love will persevere with you right to the very end. Love never fails. At this time, I'd like to invite Chris. She has a song for us, and the two of you can take your seats. Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far. Grace will lead us home. We've been there 10,000 years, but shining as a sun. We know last days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound, saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see.
Thank you. Now, Francis and Wang, before we move into your exchange of wedding vows and wedding rings, and I'll invite you up here to do that, I'd like to share some words with you and with all of you, some words on the nature of love, the nature of marriage, and these words really inspired by St. Paul the Apostle from a letter that he wrote many years ago. And but before we get going, I just want to say you guys look amazing. Don't they look good? Yeah. And I have to say, all of you look at, like the wedding vendors here, we were looking at all of you today going, this is a stylish looking crowd. Like, you guys look good. And you came to party. You came to celebrate. Some of you, you're like, you heard there was a wedding happening, and you're like, for 6 months, you've been planning what you're going to wear today. Some of you are like, that's it, that's all today. That is what, that's it. That's all we're doing. St. Paul the Apostle, in his letter, he actually talked about wedding clothing. And he says this: you are chosen and you are loved by God. Clothe yourself with compassion for one another. Wrap yourselves in garments of kindness, of humility, of gentleness, and of patience. Allow room in your life for others' faults and forgive anyone who offends. Remember, you have been forgiven, and so freely forgive. Above all else, clothe yourself with love, which binds you together in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. And I'll say this, in marriage and in community, this is how true, vibrant, whole relationship is clothed, with all of these elements combining together to make this thing that the two of you share something special, something that is unique to each of you. And so I think most of you have traveled here, and so I want to unpack this a little bit for you and look at some of the garments that the Apostle Paul has said to put on. He said compassion. So this is an interior posture that you have for one another that's tender, that's caring. It knows one another's vulnerabilities, your insecurities, and your hopes, your dreams. You know how sometimes our hopes and dreams feel a little insecure, and it's difficult to show that to the world? In compassion, you allow the other to dream and to hope. And out of compassion, there's this natural overflow into how you actually treat one another, both privately and publicly. Paul says, in addition, he says, put on kindness. Kindness pairs really well with compassion. When we get into this normal rhythm of life, this normal flow of life, there's just sort of this we get up, we go to work, we go to the gym, we do the thing, we eat, we go to bed, do the same thing the next day over and over and over. Kindness has a tendency of becoming in short supply or not at all. And kindness has this ability to offer a healing, like a salve, like something that brings life and makes you go, right? And then he says, put on humility. This is one of those pieces that we kind of often just keep in the back of the closet. Sometimes we'll pull out sort of an inferior knockoff brand of humility where we put it on just to make ourselves look good. But humility really is about recognizing one another, about seeing one another, hearing one another. It doesn't struggle for power or the need to be right, which anyone who is here and is married, that happens in marriages sometimes, right? Where we have this need to be right, and there's sometimes this power struggle, and the real strength in humility, lived out well, brings so much strength to your marriage. And then he says, put on gentleness and patience. And these two pair really, really well together. It's like Paul saying, when your partner is they drive you crazy? Here, put these on. A bit of gentleness, a bit of patience. When you give your partner the gift of patience, it allows you to laugh a little more, to breathe, and then just walk out in gentleness, right? In gentleness, it allows each of you to be your truest self, without fear, without having to, take off all that, those self defensive armor that sometimes we like to put on. And it's this full trust that their place is with you, a place of safety, a place of home. And then Paul says, forgive. Things happen in marriage, things happen among family and friends, community, where, life just happens. We offend, we're offended, we hurt, sometimes by mistake, misunderstandings. And forgiveness is one of those garments, and let's be honest, sometimes is difficult to squeeze into, isn't it? Where, we just don't want to put that on. It's uncomfortable. We're like, it doesn't look good. I don't feel good in it. But I'll tell you this, forgiveness looks good on everyone. And then finally, Paul says, put an overcoat of love all around it. The overcoat wrapped around all of you is love. The warmth and protection that wraps around your marriage is love. He says elsewhere, love always protects, it always trusts, it is never without hope, and love will persevere with you right to the very end, for love never fails. Would you join me again? Now, Wang and Francis, as this day marks a new era in each of your lives, it is absolutely imperative you consider the solemn and sacred responsibilities you're about to now assume. So I'm going to ask you each a question. Best answer is, I do. Now, do you, Wang, receive Francis to be your wife, to respect her and to love her, sacrifice for and support in sickness and in health, in joy and in sadness, and forsaking all others, keep yourself always for her?
I do.
Do you, Francis, receive Wang to be your husband, to respect and to love him, sacrifice for and support in sickness and in health, in joy and in sadness, and forsaking all others, keep yourself always for him?
I do.
Now, this next question is for you, friends, family gathered here, and look at them. And all of you've traveled here, you love them, you're their closest community. These are your people, and you've just said your I do's. I'm going to ask them kind of a similar question, and really it takes all of you to raise good, healthy, vibrant marriage. when these guys go through hardship, you're here to support them, to encourage them, to love them. When they have moments to celebrate, you're right there with them celebrating. And today's a celebration. And so to you, the friends, family of Wang and Francis, do you confirm this covenant being made here today, pledging your support and encouragement and friendship for the healthy growth and maturity of their marriage? That's a good sign. Yeah. Now today, Wang and Francis, you exchange wedding rings and wedding vows. And may I have the wedding rings, please? Now today you exchange wedding rings. These rings, of course, are a symbol. They point to something much grander, much bigger than just simply jewelry. These wedding rings you will wear for the whole of the rest of your lives. Their declaration to the world around you, their reminder of where you've come from, where you're going. These wedding rings, of course, they didn't begin like this. They were just raw elements. Scraped over a mountainside somewhere. They had to be formed and shaped. They went through process to get here. And marriage is like that. You go through, you formed him, you've shaped him. You formed her, shaped her, been through process, refinement, all of the things of life that the two of you've experienced together that's brought you here and now. And so, Wang, if you take this ring, place it on Francis's left hand, you can then make your vow. Oh.
Okay, here we go. Most men never get a chance to prepare new vows, especially after only 3 months. But I'm lucky to express my promises to you in front of our friends and family once again. As I'm sure a lot of my friends know, who haven't seen me for quite a while can attest, I'm twice the man I used to be, with a bigger waist and a bigger heart. And it's all because of you. I'm wiser, more patient, and hopefully more thoughtful. From the moment we met, I knew you were special, as we spoke for hours over coffee that first time, and we've never really stopped talking since. Although it wasn't the easiest of starts, with the distance between us, it became so effortless once we started dating, as I've never felt more at ease with anyone. Your ability to make me laugh, and you're also just the right amount of weird, like I am. You're the most selfless person I know, always thinking of others ahead of yourself, with no detail too small to ensure that everyone has a great time. I love you, and I'm honored to call you my wife, and I cannot wait to live the rest of our lives together. I promise that we will build a life together that will be filled with happiness and joy. I promise that I will be your most loyal and honest friend, not shying away from what I think you need to hear. I promise to be your greatest supporter, to celebrate your successes, and to help you come back from and overcome your difficulties. I promise to work on our relationship, to not be complacent, and to be the husband you deserve. This is my sacred vow, and I will love you from this moment until my last.
Thank you.
Now, Francis, if you take this ring, please, place it on Wang's left hand. You can then make your vow.
You did it?
3.5 years ago, we met up for coffee. I was 2 minutes late, and I know this because you told me. That afternoon, we were goofy, silly, and excited. That afternoon, I wish I didn't have dinner plans so I could just keep talking to you. I tend to have my guard up when I meet new people. I hide my nervousness, and I fill silence with chatter. But with you, it came so easily. I feel comfort and acceptance. With you, I'm open and honest. You're the first person I want to speak to in the morning and the last person I want to hear at night. You encourage and amplify my laughter, redirect my anger, and guide me when I'm foolish. I love that you're my kind of annoying. I love that you are kind and that you're patient, and how you make me feel that being with me or around me is your first choice. I laugh so much when I'm with you, and it's usually at you or because you're laughing at me. I suppose we laugh with each other at each other, and that for me is enough. To you, I promise to trust, respect, honor, and support. I vow to remain humble enough to ask for forgiveness and wise enough to freely give. I will love in practical and impractical ways so that nothing can divide us, and above all, to love you unconditionally and to stand by you in strength and to carry you through weakness. This is my sacred vow, and I will love you from this moment until my last.
Would you join hands, please? Now, Wang and Francis, I make this charge to you to preserve sacredly the privacies of your own home, your marriage, and your hearts. Will you please bow your heads in prayer? Father in heaven, we ask for your special blessing upon this home and the marriage of Wang and Francis. Let there be joy in their home and their days filled with laughter, connection, and life. May they have a deep and lasting connection that brings them always together through the good, the bad, the ugly. May their love grow deeper and stronger day by day, smile by smile, moment by moment. And may they love and adventure always. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now, since you, Wang, and you, Francis, have consented together in marriage and made your covenant to each other before God and in the presence of these witnesses, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet, please. As I introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Fung.
Shots, I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. Taking summer, we can be alone. I'll be waiting for what to
Send you it, they work. Again?
Do you guys have a photo?
Yeah.
Your face has to be in this, the sun has to be. No, yeah, thanks.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
no.
man,
What's wrong with you, mate? No more.
No more this way.
Love it.
Awesome. Robin, I'm going to ask, I'm just going to go this way. Could be. I'm going to get everyone to turn this way a little more. Perfect.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, the tiger, mate. I know you don't like the tiger, mate. You know how Steve must leave the tigers. Yeah? Yeah, on there.
Nobody needs that. Oh, there you go, brothers. And then everyone look at this camera.
Hi, Michael.
Everybody else is
Saturday was. I think
Yeah.
it was because they're pretty get so excited about.
Yeah. Get it?
And they're like, we're working.
Take lessons, alright? You're next.
I love that.
First we'll do like because that's what we do. But then I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
We're gonna
like kind of stand in front of them a little bit. Okay, this is wonderful.
Oh
yeah, looking at me.
my
Beautiful.
goodness.
The mountains behind you. Swap my lens towards your husband. And Wang, you're looking at her. You can laugh. You're allowed to laugh if it feels awkward. We get it.
I think they're being cute.
And then if you can even like wrap it around.
Just you wait.
For us too.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So when we, I don't know, to me, but maybe you pretending I'm a little taller than I am.
That's beautiful, guys. Aww.
It's not that bad. I take a photo of him. It's like I'm stealing from
That's awesome. This is the dog. It is. That is life.
Perfect.
Aww.
And then take like a little step back at your wife. I was like, if you laugh, that's perfect. And then when you laugh. Oh, that's This is, you know, we need a little action.
You.
Perfect. Now stop where you are. You're gonna pick up your dress. Yeah. Do it one more time.
That's actually a very spinnable dress. I'm very impressed.
Oh, that's so pretty. Yeah. You see?
You're not selling this, Leah.
I know, but I'm helping it. I'm just
All right.
So, your hands up.
Why are you flinching?
Okay, do this. That was his.
Aww.
He's full of surprises. I'm okay. I feel like my shoe.
How's that puppy? Hi. That's lovely.
Ooh, we almost sides that the veil works with us. So that it blows. Just like that. And then Wang. Awesome. Hold her a little bit. And Wang, just give her a kiss. Step in a little. Enjoy it. Make her smile and laugh. You look great. Yeah, there it is. I like that. That's real pretty. You get the reflection. I didn't even see that part.
Nah.
Wang, come a little forward. So yeah, just focus on each other right there. So turn your bodies totally into each other. Francis, you can throw your arms around Wang's neck. Put your hands on, yeah, in a loving way, not a strangling way. Wang.
That's beautiful. You guys are nailing it. Read for a second time.
Yeah, I know.
That's pretty. Can you stop right there and just face each other one more time?
Can we?
Yes.
I've done a lot of modeling. A jig. Do a jig.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry, Steve. Yeah, that's perfect.
Some people are like
grouchy.
Really?
Yeah.
You got enough dress up for that, right?
I worked with him.
There's like, that's been just going off.
There's a lot of stuff.
You saw your parents do those parties then. And then she's back. Yeah, November. Yeah.
Or when she canceled. But
Why I oughta.
the way that Steve would have approached that. Very, like,
Oh yeah, you have a great. Yeah.
like one big room.
Get in there, man.
Get in here. It's what it looked like. I don't want to love it, working, yes!
Everyone wants to take photos.
Happens more than you think.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming. I hope you're enjoying your wine. You guys don't need to cheer so hard, it's not time for my speech yet. But it's time for Francis and Wang to give a speech as a married couple to welcome you guys. So give them some applause.
Hello? Hello. So I guess just thank you, family and friends, for journeying all this way to attend our wedding here in Whistler. As you can all see, I'm married to the luckiest woman in the world. Joking aside, I know I'm the luckiest man in the world. We're so grateful to have you all here, guests from near and far, and really appreciate the efforts that everyone has made, as we know it's a real commitment to make it here. Not everyone we wanted to make it here could be here today, and in particular my parents, without who I wouldn't be here, literally. Thankfully, my brother is stepping up in my dad's place, so watch out for his speech. I'm sure it'll be a real cracker. I'd also like to thank the Lau family, Mama, Papa, Robin, for each welcoming me into the family from day one, and also to Abha, Vivian, Michelle, who despite not understanding what I'm saying most of the time, still laugh at me or with me. Thank you also to my Bill Gulmar for coming, and to my cousins who I've literally grown up with. Finally, but not least, to my friends, who I've always said are the family that I choose, and not to boast, I think I chose pretty splendidly. Thank you each from the bottom of my heart. And now on to my lovely wife.
So, like Wayne said, we are so grateful that each and every one of you could be here with us today. It's so amazing to see everyone from all different parts and times of our lives, our best friends from when we were growing up to primary school, secondary school, high school, college, and life after. And there are people here who have seen me literally grow up since I was a kid, like vacations spent together, summers together. And so I'm really, really thankful that everyone could come such a long way to be here with us and for us. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys have a good time. We can't wait to dance with you later. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, one more thing.
We want to give a shout out to Jody for bringing Wang's tux because he was going to come in his birthday suit today. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it was until he sold.
Hi everyone. It's time for the next speech. So I'd like to welcome Wang's brother Chi to come and give a speech. And then if we're really lucky, maybe he'll sing some Elvis as well.
Hi everyone, can everyone hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Go. I'm going to speak very slowly because of my English accent apparently, so bear with me. Is everyone having a good time? Good. So my name's Chi, and I'm the brother of the groom. It's amazing to see so many of Francis and Wang's friends here from all over the world. People have come from Singapore, UK, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and many other places to share their special day. I'm sure everyone agrees that this is a gorgeous location, both Whistler and this venue itself. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, my dad and mum aren't here in person, but they are here on Zoom. Get well soon, mum and dad. I only found out how to do this speech literally at lunchtime today, so please bear with me. So last night at the welcome dinner, I met lots of Francis and Wang's friends for the first time. A lot of people commented that we look the same. We are brothers, so it was a bit of a strange comment, I thought. But anyway, I took it as a compliment. In many ways, though, we are opposites. Wang's teetotal. I like to drink, as most people saw last night. Wang's 5'7" on a good day. I'm 5'11". In all seriousness, no, he's definitely an upgrade. He's version 2.0, T2000 to my T100. As one of only a few people in the world that can literally say that I've known Wang all his life, I think I'm in a pretty unique position to really know lots about him. Wang is one of the most caring, loyal, and intelligent people I know. A genuine good guy. The English have a phrase, a good egg. It's a lot harder than you think to find someone like that. Wow, that's the most compliments I've ever given him. Any big brothers out there? No? Yeah? Well, as most big brothers know, you rarely ever praise your little brother, so Wang, enjoy this moment. Now, one thing that's been missing from Wang's life was his Mrs. Right. Wang was on his soul-searching, eat, pray, love year out when he met Francis. I've only had a few Zoom calls with Francis, and I've only just met her a few days ago for the first time in person. Actually, before I go any further, can I just say how beautiful and stunning you look tonight? Absolutely gorgeous. Wang, you're a very lucky guy. So my time with her has been brief, but she's really considerate and caring and made me feel very welcome. So thank you, Francis. Importantly, This is the happiest I've ever seen Wang, and the biggest. So as the phrase goes, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So Wang, you're the dictionary definition. So I look forward to having Frances being part of our family and getting to know her better. Also, I'd like to take this time to say thank you to the Lau family who have looked after Wang during his time in Singapore. It's really difficult being in another country without family, and the Laos have always been there for Wang. So thank you, Uncle Wee Sang and Auntie Effie, and also for Robin. As an aside, it's actually a double celebration today. Happy birthday, Auntie. There you go. Okay. How am I doing? I'm nearly at the end now. I'll end this speech with 2 bits. The first is from my dad. Life is a flower for which love is the honey. It's not bad, Dad. Now, from myself, having been married for 6 years, Wang, I'm going to give you some parting words of advice. And these will be the 4 most important words. Happy wife, happy life. So everyone, please raise your glasses and join me in toasting Frances and Wang. Mr. and Mrs. Fung. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you, Chi, for the wonderful speech. No Elvis yet, but there's still time. So the meal's gonna continue, and there'll be more speeches later. So thanks.
So cute, eh?
Hi everyone, I hope you're enjoying your dinner. But now I would like to welcome Uncle Wee Sang, Frances's dad, to come and give a speech.
Oh,
Yeah, friends, relatives, thank you for coming here to celebrate Wang's and Francis' wedding. Enjoy, guys. Yeah, whatever I want to say about them, she has already said it, right? I can share a little bit what my impression with Wang. Right? He's an honest, hardworking guy, but half of the time, or most of the time, I don't understand what she's talking about. I beg your pardon 3 times. Then barely I understand. And Francis said, enough, pa, I tell you later. That's how it is. Well, I'm glad that you guys find each other. Hope it will stay like this, happy, love each other, and be patient, Francis, especially. Yeah. Yeah. But both Effie and I are very happy to receive Wang to our family. And Francis, of course, we miss you, but both of you can come back to our house anytime you want, right? You know Papa and Mama loves you. You're always our baby Bunches. Bunches is her nickname. Yeah, we always call her Bunches. So on my phone, Bunches is Francis. Yeah. So, guys, enjoy your dinner, and drink will be served after 10. Downstairs. So make sure you guys will be drunk and have to walk down 4th floor. So we serve it downstairs. Okay, see you guys later. Enjoy.
Thanks, Uncle Wee-sung, for a very touching speech. Now it's time for my speech. So, most of the things that I wanted to say to Francis were already said by Wang this morning. You know, I've known her for a lot longer, so Wang, you kind of stole my words from me. But yeah, so I met Francis when I was 16. I've never ever wanted to be friends with my parents' friends' kids. But, you know, they're always telling me that, you know, the Lao kids are just my age, they live just down the street, I should come and hang out with them one day. And I always dodged all of these meetings until they finally tricked me by getting me to go to an all-inclusive cruise. So I met Francis, you know, I walked into that Nobu and sat down. It was totally silent. Robin, who was here, did not say a word to me, but neither did Francis, to be fair. And I went to my mom and I said, I was 16 years old, by the way. I went to my mom and said, Mom, can I sit with you? Nobody wants to talk to me. So Auntie Effie, being the very kind person that she is, told Francis that she had to talk to me. And we had 2 weeks together on that boat. There's a romantic comedy trope called forced proximity. I think some people might know what that is. Francis definitely knows what that is. But yes, based on that 2 weeks, you know, we became such close friends. And honestly, you are one of my best friends. I've spent a lot of time with you. And those have been some of the best times of my life. Okay. Yeah. Francis is such a generous person. I know a lot of people here tonight have witnessed that generosity. She's generous with her time, with her kindness of her spirit. And, you know, she's so generous with everything she does. She cooks and feeds us all. I think, you know, a couple people have mentioned this because of Wang being twice the man he used to be compared to what he was when some of his university friends know him. But Francis has a huge heart that's one of the things that I love the most about her. And she has a really weird sense of humor, which somehow manages to tie into my weird sense of humor. And she laughs at all of my jokes, which for me is the most important thing in our friendship. But, you know, I like to think that spending so much time with me was Frances's way of preparing her to be married to Wang. I have a lot in common with Wang. I think, you know, we are lawyers. We are super bitchy. We love to gossip, you know. And Wang loves food. He loves to talk about really weird things as well. And, you know, we have spent a lot of time together with me as their third wheel. But when I see Wang and Frances together, it just makes sense. When I first heard about Wang, Frances said, you know, from the first meeting, I've known he was the one. You know, almost from the first time that they met each other, I guess you could say it was kind of like meeting an old friend. So for that, Wang, you're welcome. Wang and I are so similar that my parents have adopted him as their godson. I never really wanted to have a brother. I never thought that I needed more siblings, but if I had to have one, I'm glad that it's you. Today we are celebrating the marriage of two of my favorite people in the world, and I can't wait to be the third wheel for many years to come. So if we could all raise a glass to Frances and Wang. Cheers. Okay, now returning to my MC duties, please continue with dinner.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so I know we're all really international, yeah. We're all really international, some of us from the UK, from the US, from Singapore, Malaysia, etc. Okay, but I think we all have a tradition in Singapore, and it sounds just like this.
So this is the yam seng. I think some people may know what it is. But if everyone could stand to give the blessings to the couple. I have these two guys here to assist me in some drinking, but for the first blessing, we wish you a fruitful marriage and blessed happiness with many years to come with mutual respect. Okay, for the second blessing, we wish you many adventures and excitement during your marriage. And finally, we wish you many children and a beautiful, loving, happy family in the years to come. Ready? Okay, now you can enjoy your dinner. Hi, everyone. So, this is my last duty of the night. After this, I will go shot for shot with any person in this tent. But Mitch, the best man, is gonna make a speech, and then after his speech, we're gonna get lit. Come on, Mitch.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you. So I'll try to keep this relatively quick, as I know I'm standing in between a horde of people at bar over there. So I guess as my duty as best man is to talk through the skeletons in Wang's closet and shine a little light on, the nefarious activities he got up to when he was younger. However, I think a little bit of context is necessary in terms of like how Wang and I met. It was a friendship born out of an argument between who is better, Superman or Batman. We're not exactly talking about Casanovas in London, and I think for the next 2 years at LSE, Wang spent a lot of time playing games, PC games, with the chaps to my right. Anyhow, what I wanted to do is give a little bit of illumination into who Wang is. Francis, I think it's important for you to know this, as you're going to have to be dealing with him for a long time in the future. Wang is a lawyer by profession, something which is generally relatively, risk-averse. But Wang, by his very nature, is very reckless. Incredibly reckless. And I'm not talking about driving. Like Wang recently, this week, crashed twice. He's had 2 car incidents. 2 reckless car incidents. Yeah, true story. Yeah, he's a terrible driver. No, what I'm referring to is, Wang's like, he's a bit of an adventure person, a bit of an adrenaline junkie. And after university, we went to Peru to go on a little bit of an adventure. And we went whitewater rafting, right? You know where this is going, yeah. And at one point, we got given the opportunity to jump in the water and see like what the rapids offered. Now, for everyone here, you're going like, what's so adventurous about that? What's so extreme about that? I'll tell you, Wang can't swim. Yeah. The guy can't swim, not a lick. Yeah. It's quite bad. He jumped in, everyone else, and you could see as we began floating down this river just outside of Cusco, you could see the fear in his eyes gradually increase. And as he tried to touch the bottom of the river, he gulped water, sputtering like someone who was just about to drown. And I remember like looking at him and going like, oh my God, is he going to embarrass himself? And yes, he did. He shouted at the top of his lungs, help, 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 to the guide, who frankly did nothing. Suffice it to say that the next 3 days, Wang stayed very much in that boat. Fast forward a couple of years, and we are rock climbing in Joshua Tree, right? Another ridiculous activity that we decided to do. And again, Wang is shouting, help, Mike, help, our guides. And our guide's going like, oh my God, what the hell is my client crying for help for on the side of a mountain? Has he broken his leg? Is he stuck? Has he fallen? Is it any of these things? It was none of these things. Wang wanted to know if he could leave his Patagonia gilet on the ledge which we were on, because he just gotten a really good bargain on it at an outlet store not too far away from Joshua Tree. Wang's priorities are not in the right place. So yeah, like I asked this guy, like, what are you thinking? Like, what is important to you? In Wang's mind, spending 5 minutes alone in a boat is too much of an obstacle, and he would much rather prefer trying to navigate death on whitewater rapids. And equally, when hanging on the side of a mountain, style over substance. That's what matters, like sod gravity. But over the next couple of years, Wang, he has achieved some like quite impressive things. He summited some of the highest mountains, some of the highest summits in Russia, Europe, and South America. You've also like skied some like pretty extreme pistes across like all parts of the world. I'll leave out the time you got mugged in Cape Town. Over the course of your travels, I began to hear about this person, Coffee Girl. Coffee Girl, who was, incredibly family orientated, and at the same time gave him a lot of stick for the rather ineffectual nature of his Instagram. I believe, in short, his photos were crap. Obviously, Coffee Girl was Francis, and as we learned, as I heard more about her and like their relationship developed, Wang was telling me about this person who was so incredibly family orientated, generous, which I think we've heard a number of people mention today, and I can only attest, like having met you earlier, like that is absolutely true. And also, Francis makes a mean chicken Kiev. And honestly, I think that's what really sewed the deal when it came to Wang spending the rest of his life with you. Now, So, fast forward, I know you guys tied the knots over the last, not too long ago, and we're celebrating here today, but I really thought that you'd help Wang mature, that's what I heard. Like, Wang had moved on to this new level of maturity and gone were the, let's say, less smart days of his past. And so you spent a lot of time designing this matrimonial home that you two were going to move into. It was super important. And Wang, I remember, he was messaging me. He was like, mate, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change the design of the flat. And I'm not going to tell Francis. I was like, that's your error one. What Wang wanted to do, which he found was just incompatible with Francis's design, was that his commute from his office to the kitchen was just too inconvenient. He would bounce into this dining table, a commute of 6 seconds. And so Wang, in his mind, thought that it would be better to take this dining table, chair, and pop it in his bedroom, like some bachelor who lived in King's Cross as a university student. That was error 2. The third thing was that, honestly, in his mind, he thought that this was the most elegant solution that he'd thought up and that Francis was going to be just blown away by this. Error 3. Now, I don't need to tell you what the conclusion was, but Francis set him straight, and all those 3 errors were resolved, quite happily, and that dining table chair is now rightfully where it belongs. Francis, honestly, you're a force of nature. You achieved what gravity and why water rapids can do. You made Wang see sense. So, Francis, Wang and Francis, you both have a love of family, love of the outdoors. You have a thirst for adventure, and honestly, in meeting each other, I think you found your soulmates. And I want to I don't actually have my glass, but I want to raise our glasses one last time to the happy couple. Come on. And with that, come on, are we starting the music? Yeah? Come on, guys. Come on.